Here we go. Clear direction, clear authority. In regards to Phil, he doesn't understand how it could happen twice. That's what you love about Kobe Bryant. Very frank. But Stephen A., let me ask you this. Why do you think he said that now?
Because he's frustrated, because he's disgusted, because he's embarrassed by the level of regression that is taking place within the Los Angeles Lakers organization, as is Magic Johnson and anybody connected with Lakers lore who loves the Lakers. This is not what you're accustomed to. There is a standard that has been set first by Jack Kent Cooke, then by Dr. Jerry Buss. You expect more than what you're getting. And if you can't get it, let it be due to injuries. Let it be due to age and attrition. Don't allow it to be because of ego, because your ego should never outweigh that brand that is the Los Angeles Lakers. And that is what Magic Johnson was tweeting about, and that is what Kobe Bryant is saying. Make no mistake about it. This is a last-minute, 11th hour and 59th minute power play by two of the most renowned Lakers in the history of this franchise, saying, you better not let Phil Jackson get away to New York City. You better not let Phil Jackson become a Knick. Don't you dare let that happen. Not just because he's a great coach, but he's family, literally and figuratively. He's the fiancé to Jeannie Buss, who is the executive VP of business operations, which makes her the one with the real power. She is not the VP of player personnel like Jim Buss is. Everybody knows that the only reason Jim Buss is in that position is because of his daddy. But the respect is aimed in her direction. She is the individual that everybody looks at and universally respects. Now, Kobe and Magic, they're not going to get personal and start divulging Laker personal business, because that's not who they are. That is not what they do. But what they're saying is that the recipe for aiming ourselves in the right direction and accumulating a level of success is right before us. We understand what this is about. I'm going to be here the latter 2 years of my career in Los Angeles, and I'll be damned if I'm going to go through over the next 2 years what I've seen us go through this year. I'm not going to be patient. I step on the basketball court. This is what's expected of me.
Right.
Well, there are expectations that you all have to meet. You don't get to sit on your perch, do nothing, stick up the joint, and still expect us to be a resident face of this franchise. That is what Kobe Bryant is saying. He is 1,000% correct, and this is the reason why you have to love this man. There are some people that are going to look at him and say, well, is that the way to handle it? Damn that.
I loved where they started to go. I did not love where they finished, because they stopped short of saying publicly what I wanted to hear from both of them. You say power play, but neither spoke publicly as powerfully as they are both capable of speaking. I wanted to hear, especially Kobe, this would have been the ultimate power play, go for the throat. I wanted to hear Kobe leap to the obvious conclusion that he tiptoed around. He said, it's got to start with Jim, got to start with Jeannie, how that relationship plays out. I wanted Kobe Bryant to say publicly, Jim Buss, it's time to step aside and let Jeannie run this organization with Phil. With Phil. That's the ultimate power play here. That's what has to happen. You've been saying it for months. I wanted to hear Magic tweet it. I wanted to read it. I wanted to hear it from both as a two-on-one, saying, hey, Jim Buss, like a public attack on him, not on him personally, just on what he's doing professionally. He is ruining their franchise.